Here we come, walking down the street. We get the funniest looks from everyone we meet. Hey, we're the Monkees, and people say we monkey around, but we're too busy singing.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Bump Monkey Mafia. I'm Frankie V, here with my co-host and broadcasting partner,
C-Rod the Good Guy.
and as always with us in the studio, Turnbuckle Tim, Double T. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Make sure you get that name right. It's Double T. I don't know who this Turnbuckle Tim is that you keep talking about.
He may be mentally handicapped. That's what I've heard.
Guys, we also have a guest tonight. I've known this guy for... Brent, how long have I known you?
I don't remember. We drink a lot.
We do drink a lot. Probably 8 or 9 years. And my buddy Brent Wall, he's going to be joining the Bump Monkey Mafia. He's Brent is one of the biggest wrestling fans I've ever met in my life.
For sure.
For sure. Watches anything and everything wrestling. Lives and breathes. Just got back from... Well, not just got back, but went to WrestleMania last year.
Amazing.
Amazing.
I'm jelly.
I'm jelly too.
Belly to belly jelly.
Belly to belly jelly.
I cried. It was nice.
Was it just like you had those moments, like you said you went to Access,
I did.
and just, did you meet anybody at Access?
I told Emma that I was madly in love with her. She said thank you, and she liked my tattoos. So I believe we have a
Dude,
thing
you're in.
That's a
going.
step in the
I
door.
believe we have a thing going there. So, hey.
That's pretty cool.
We're steady now.
Was Access glorious?
Oh, yeah. They had an elimination chamber set up. You can go in there. You can hang out. Bob Backlund put me in a headlock, and that is a very
Holy.
sweaty and strong old man.
Dude, Bob Backlund, man. I love that guy.
You know what I was thinking the other day? I'd like to see a match between Russo and Backlund.
I would not want to see that.
He's got that old man
Hey,
strength.
listen, all right, we need to try to get a promoter in Oklahoma to bring Bob Backlund in. Pantera, Crawford, just saying.
Let's see Bob.
I mean, think about that. If you're Bob Backlund, you could charge people like $10, and you could put a headlock in them, and I'd pay $10.
I sure
He was
would.
putting people in the crossface chicken wing all day long.
Yes.
It was amazing.
Yeah, he did an interview with Sam Roberts, the guy that does a podcast up in New York, and Sam, it was on SummerSlam weekend this last year, and Backlund got done with the interview, and he asked Sam, hey, how far is the Barclays Center from here? And Sam goes, it's about 9 miles, I'll call you a taxi. He goes, no, I'm just walk there. Literally walk 9 miles to the Barclays Center. So,
Wow.
well, dude, you also follow a lot of independent wrestling in Oklahoma.
I do.
I know you've been to some Mid-South shows. You were at Oklahomania.
I was. That was a good show.
Oklahomania was
my
great.
gosh,
I enjoyed it a lot.
You've done some stuff. You follow some IWR. You follow IWR,
I do.
and so yeah, man, we're stoked to have you on and stuff like that. We're going to cover BCW, which is up in Guthrie. You were not at the last one due to work, but you will be with us the next time we hit up Old G-Town.
I will
which
definitely
is
be there.
Oh, Guthrie.
November 5th.
November 5th,
no-
BCW returns to action. It's actually a benefit show.
It's a benefit show, yes it is.
So let's pack out 700 strong again, guys.
Yeah.
It's a benefits for
Yeah.
a great cause.
Yeah, there were 700 strong there. We started the night out for the BCW Independent Hardcore title.
Hold on. You're missing something.
What?
There were these 3 good-looking gentlemen that came to the ring.
You mean one good-looking gentleman? Because you
2.
fucking hideous guys.
So once again, count Cody's F-bomb number 1. No more Cody.
Yeah, fuck you, Tim.
Swear
Last
jar.
one.
2.
Swear jar.
Gosh darn it.
No, we had the chance to get in there, promote little BCW's Belly to Belly Jelly.
No. Belly to
To
belly jelly.
And we got interrupted by one of the Sanders.
I don't know which one it was.
It was
I
the fat
don't
one.
know. I think
No, it was the littler fat
The
one.
littler fat one.
You have to be more specific.
Yeah. I don't remember which one it was, but
Mikey come out, saved us.
yeah. I mean, it was cool to get in the ring in front of 700 people. It was
Sure
even cooler
was.
to ask for people to ask for our autographs.
Yeah.
Which I don't realize they know that I'm a huge piece of pile of poop. But those kids, when they look at their autograph by me, they can think, hey, this guy, he's a
Guy's a
pile of
douche.
He's a douche.
So, guys, I do want to talk about something serious that happened. I had to sacrifice a biscuit
Tim did eat like 4 biscuits.
Boomerang has fantastic biscuits when they're fresh. But after they were sitting there for about 2 hours.
Hey. Well, that did happen. So we moved into the
opening bout.
Kevin Sanchez went 1-on-1 with Kareem Sadat for the BCW Independent Hardcore title. The Rat Ring Kid, guys, gets the win. Ring Rat Kid, I'm sorry, Kevin.
Ring Rat Kid, Kevin Sanchez.
Gets the title and takes that title away from Kareem Sadat. That was one of the longest reigning title runs in Oklahoma the last 5 years.
So he looked good for being, this is his second match.
Second match
Back. He looked pretty good in the ring.
So we moved on to Burning Discipline. Cody Burns and Brad Sanders.
Bald and Balder.
They defeated Reggie Lincoln and old Rick Russo. Man, this Burns and Sanders, they look solid, man.
They looked really good, man.
I never knew there were 2 Mr. Clean doppelgangers in the same universe.
They reminded me of the Revival a lot, man. They got in there. The crowd was hot. They were into it, and they got the win. We moved on for a chance. This was a number 1 contenders match for the BCW Buzzsaw title. Keith Crawford, the Pitbull, defeated Crusher Cassis to become the number 1 contender. Both these guys, we saw Pitbull on Friday, saw him on Saturday.
Good,
guy looks good, man. He is from Texas, Austin, Texas, correct? Or was it Amarillo or Odessa?
I don't remember. Texas somewhere. We moved on. Erica defeated Nikki Knight. Man, this match, every time we see Erica, every time we see Nikki Knight, phenomenal women's wrestling. Awesome stuff, man.
I want to know how that dirt tasted, though.
Yeah, Erica got the win, and Nikki Knight rubbed Erica's face in the dirt right in front of us, too. So
I like it.
I like it, too.
Eat dirt.
Well, Chris Crody defeated Dustin Bosworth. This came back from intermission. On intermission, Bosworth and Crody were both out there. They got into it, but Chris Crody won this match with a little bit of help.
From the Eliminator, Gavin Dixon.
Via the sledgehammer.
He hit Crody with the sledgehammer.
He did.
And Crody still got the win.
And this crowd was hot, man. At one time, this kid walks up to Gavin Dixon, and Gavin goes, "Get away from me, kid." The kid goes, "Suck these nuts, Gavin."
No. He didn't just say
suck. The kid was like 8 years old.
Dude. He didn't just say suck these nuts. He proceeded to grab himself in the crotchal area and was like, "Suck on these nuts."
It's just a really far out suck it.
It was way very direct.
But the crowd was hot in that match. Well, guys, what I thought was going to be the main event of the evening, it should have been, was Terry Pantera had a mystery partner. Father Padge had a mystery partner. Well, Terry Pantera comes out with Brock Landers, and we're thinking, wow, Brock Landers with Terry Pantera? That doesn't seem right. Well, Father Padge comes out with nobody. All of a sudden, Brock Landers attacks Terry Pantera.
Damn you, Opie.
So Father Padge set up Pantera, and out to make the save was the urban legend Drake
Gallows and Terry Pantera.
They laid a whooping on Father Padge and Cardinal Sin and Brock Landers.
All 3 of them.
They
beat down.
Yeah, Brock Landers also RKO'd Father Padge after Father Padge pissed him off.
You know, I do want to say, I don't think I've ever seen Drake Gallows clear a ring that fast. I mean, he hit the father of whatever he is, the bald guy that's with Pantera, Cardinal douchebag or whatever.
Cardinal Sin.
Oh, there we go, Cardinal Sin. He knocked him out of the ring so fast his head spun about 3 times.
So, in this match, Tim had like a 3-year-old girl that kept asking him who was Father Padge. So, this girl literally looks up and looks at Father Padge and goes, "Father Padge, you're a pussy." I'm like, I was like 3 or 4 years old.
For the record, I did not tell her to say that. I don't want people to think that I did. This is the same little girl that 5 minutes before was telling us to be nice to the guy that hit the other guy in the head with the sledgehammer. I was really confused. And next thing I know, Father Padge is a pussy. 3 different times.
Tim, you're not allowed to.
I just learned that word. Oh my gosh.
Mom, do I have
breaking boundaries with the Bump Monkey Mafia?
Woo!
Oh man.
I moved on to the main event, guys. We had a 7-way. Tim loves 7-way with dudes.
Where's that turnbuckle 10? Which one is that?
You know what? Both of you can go a place that I cannot say on this podcast because we are PG.
I don't
In
know
the
if
hat.
we're PG.
Oh man.
All right. Well, in the 7-way, you had
Pro guys? Is that you're PG?
You know what?
Pro guys.
I'm about to snap.
PG double T.
I'm just letting you know that it's already been predicted one day that me, Double T, or Turnbuckle Tim is going to snap, and it's going to be the last Monkey Mafia podcast. If you see me reaching for a backpack run.
Well, there's not one in here, so I think we're safe.
That you know of.
I'm just uncomfortable because there's one dude. There's 4 guys in here and you.
For the record, I am not gay. I'm just throwing that out there. No matter what Cody's sick fantasies are about me, I'm not gay.
Not even curious?
No. No.
Have you?
I mean, I'm glad that you guys can get married now, but you and Cody can go get married if you want
answer
to.
this question.
Well, I'm not going to be a part of that.
Answer this question. Have you ever seen a grown man naked?
No.
So you've never seen yourself naked. Shut up.
I don't like to look at mirrors for that much fat.
Well, that's right. We talked about having LC. Anyways, in the 7-way, guys, we had BCW champion Tyson James, Dean Lambert, Corbin Sage, John O'Malley, Gavin Dixon, Double D, and Mikey. And there was no certain order that I can remember at this time of who all got eliminated. It came down to Double D and Mikey. It was a massacre.
Can we touch on Fred?
Fred the Bear. Mikey
Poor Fred.
Fred got hit with a steel chair by John O'Malley.
Straight killer.
Come on, John.
You, sir, are a killer.
Mikey got the win, so Fred's okay. We'll see Fred November 5th. Hopefully O'Malley doesn't bring a chair.
Can we start a GoFundMe for Fred?
His leg came off.
Overall, guys, great show.
It was an awesome show, man. Like we said, 700 strong. It's the biggest crowd an independent organization has had in the state.
Well, we talked about this after. It was the biggest crowd without a big name.
Yeah.
I mean, IWR outside of Oaklamania or having a big name,
yeah.
I don't think they've ever drawn 700 without like a Hacksaw or Chavo or
$35,000 Steam.
Well, yeah. Anyways, but overall, great show, man. It was fun.
Man, I know Pantera and Padge worked. Man, they tried to work their differences out in the middle of the ring, but I don't think this is over yet.
No, they said that one more time, one-on-one.
The final countdown, November 5th.
Yep. So I'm excited for November 5th. Yeah, man. We've got that. We've got Mid-South this Friday.
Yes, Mid-South Friday night. We got a trick or street match with CJ Ward taking on Princess Jasmine. And there's going to be a costume contest, man. So hopefully we see the crowd dress up, man. Bring your costume. Just have some fun and support some independent local wrestling.
Can one of y'all dress up as me since I won't be there?
Oh, that would be... I'm not shaving my beard.
Well,
I'll just put on a bag of shit and I'll be Cody.
due to work, I will not be there Friday or ECW on Saturday because, I have to work weekends and I have asked off for the next 7 weekends. So
7?
Yeah, dude, we're busy. We're busy podcast. We've got this. We've got Kansas a week from this, or week whatever the hell it is. 2 weeks. Then we've got BCW. Then we have a Mid-South show on Sunday. Then we have IZW the following weekend.
So you're telling me that 6 of those 7 weekends we're gonna have shows in Oklahoma?
Well, yeah. I mean, I might go out for a concert and a drink, but it might be one of the weekends I asked off. But
no, he's just saying overall.
There's shows every weekend. Yes,
there's going to be shows.
There's a lot of shows.
Get your butt to these shows. Support everybody here.
And then our boys up at XWE, Salina, Kansas, October 30th.
Super
Halloween
excited, man, to go up there and check out their show, see what they're all about, man.
And we will be doing a live podcast from the venue that day. A couple hours before, we will have interviews. We're gonna have. We've got a couple guys from Oklahoma that'll be up there.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm excited. We've got that coming up. Not a whole lot going on in local wrestling this past weekend, so we're going to talk mostly about the WWE and TNA. Brent, you watch TNA more than probably we do. I
love TNA.
I like
sorry.
TNA. What is the state?
It's awesome.
Wait, what is the state of TNA right now? Like, where are they going? How are they doing?
Well, it fell off for quite a while, but here recently, like, it's been picking up a lot. They picked up. He goes by Aaron Rex now, which was Damian Sandow.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes is now in there. I mean, they're picking up a lot of the old talent that, wants that big push.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes has a title match coming up. Aaron Rex, he holds the Grand Championship right now, which is, hey, couldn't do it in the WWE. Might as well go somewhere else.
Better than the Universal title name.
He is the Impact Grand Champion. And the way they do those matches is very strange. It's just like MMA. You get 3 rounds, you score, you can win by submission or pinfall. It's insane.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I've watched a little bit. I guess Eddie Edwards won the championship from Lashley.
He did. And I think they dropped that title just because Lashley has an MMA fight coming up this Friday.
Yeah. Oh, okay. He's got a Bellator fight on Friday.
He does.
So Billy Corgan, I guess, is suing TNA.
I thought he was buying TNA.
I thought he was buying. I read something today that apparently there was a Fight Network or someone that funded Bound for Glory, and Corgan was promised ownership, and I don't know if he feels threatened by what could possibly be a new owner, but with Dixie Carter, I'm not surprised that she went back on her word with Corgan.
I think it's whoever gives her the money, she's down with whatever.
So, question. Should the WWE buy TNA?
No.
Hey, you, fatty.
I'm listening.
Should WWE buy TNA?
Why? Other than the network, other than buying the
Library.
the library for AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, if they're still using him, I don't even know what's going on with him right now, and whoever else they're going to poach from them. I mean, other than that, no. Why buy a dying product?
It does seem like another WCW. If they buy out, it's just going to fall off.
Yeah.
Going to fall off. I mean, you fall in all that talent, but you're going to be able to fall in all that talent once they go out of business anyways. But, hey, here's my thing. They've been dying for 7 years, and they still haven't died yet. And they figure out a way. They don't pay their damn talent, apparently, but they find a way to fund these shows.
By being on a network called Pop.
Pop TV? Now, do you have cable?
Yes, I do.
You have Pop TV?
I do.
Okay. I have AT&T.
What channel is it?
Well, I have Uverse.
It's like
You got Cox?
69 or something like that. It's like way up there. Like, yeah, it's Cox. I'm not sure the exact channel, but it's in those upper numbers that just before you don't get those channels no more.
What kind of other stuff does you show?
When do they come on?
It's every Thursday at 7 p.m.
I gotta work.
That's about it.
What else do they show on Pop? I'm just curious.
I don't know.
If it's on channel 69,
I only watch TNA.
if it's on
I have
channel
no idea what
69,
it's
they might be showing some really weird things. I watch, it's actually, it gets uploaded on YouTube at like Friday morning, so I'll skim through it real fast, but for the most part, they do a really bad job with their YouTube channel and their Facebook page. I don't know. They're just, I should be watching them.
Have you seen the production values of their TV shows? What do you expect?
Probably a bunch of guys like us doing it. So
Yeah.
hey, what do you?
Damn you, Cody! You let the cat out of the bag.
Hey, if TNA's hot, well, never mind, they're going to pay us. So,
Hey, I believe the characters the Hardys have right now are probably the best they've ever had. They are awesome.
That's the
Dude, I
only.
love
They are the broken
Matt
Hardys,
So
and they
when
are
you were at
great.
Oklahomania, what do you think about Broken Matt Hardy and Jim Cornettles? Remember that?
Well, it threw me off because I didn't expect it.
Yeah.
Because at that time I didn't have cable, so I didn't watch TNA. So when I heard the music playing, I'm just like, "Who is it? That is Matt Hardy!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!"
Man, that was such a fun night. Like Jeff Hardy trying to go for Whispers in the Wind and misses it like 4 times.
Then
Well, he practiced it afterwards.
Yeah. What do you think about the venue?
Where Oklahomania was?
lies.
I expected it to be in the bigger part.
yes, yes.
Like when I got in there, I'm like, "Is this a closet? What's going on right now?"
That's what we did. We were on the other side, and they're like, "Oh, you have to go around to the other side." I'm like, "Well, this is maybe you have to go in that side." We go around, and they're funneling people into the side room, and I'm like, "Damn it!"
Yeah.
It's like it's not in the Marriott. No, it's in some conference room with a garage door.
You know they that's where they do most of their stuff. I heard someone say the other day they don't do a whole lot of stuff in the old arena. But what really pissed me off was Jim Cornette. I mean, I don't even think he thought it was going to be in there because I listened to a podcast he did with JR, and Cornette was like, "Yeah, it's like back in the old Mid-South days when they'd sell out the Marriott in like
3 days, and that's what we're expecting now. And I'm like, all right, sweet. And I walk in, I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, what the hell is this?
We expect the Myriad Goddard, we get shit.
BCW had a better venue than that.
No,
Low
yeah.
County Fairgrounds is the shit, man.
It's on a dirt floor, but hey.
You can get $2 nachos.
Well, that's a hell of a deal.
And $1 hot dogs.
We forgot about the nachos down the pants. We saw nachos used as a weapon.
We did see what nachos used as a weapon.
Who ruined a perfectly good $2 nacho?
Mikey.
I know.
Golly.
Mikey put nachos down Gavin Dixon's pants.
I think Fred had a hand in it. I think Fred told Mikey to do it. Fred's a
Mikey
genius.
left and he's like, hey, I'm going to get nachos. And I'm like, okay.
Actually, no, I was confused.
Actually, he said popcorn.
He said popcorn.
But they
Go
had
to
sold
get
out of
popcorn.
popcorn. And
Oh,
they're like, do you want
no.
nachos instead? And he's like, yeah, that's fine. And he comes back with, he started a nacho chant. And everybody's like, nachos, nachos.
I guess
Libre!
Nachos!
I guess Gavin doesn't
Put it
like,
in my face.
like nachos, so
Yeah, the nachos ended up in Gavin Dixon's butt crack.
Yeah.
That's got to be fun.
Yeah, I mean,
Sweaty tortilla paste.
sweaty tortilla.
Gross.
I wonder if he
Yeah.
washed them from the night before mid-south.
It's not easy being cheesy.
Yeah.
well, thankfully there was no cheese. Thankfully, so
There's only chips.
No, it was nachos.
was it
It
nachos?
was nachos,
Oh,
dude.
I thought it was just the chips.
No.
No, it was nachos.
Can we start a GoFundMe for Gavin's pride?
We're speaking of Gavin Dixon,
Cheese butt.
cheese butt. We're gonna have Mr. Gavin Dixon on in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, man.
Maybe I
November
shouldn't be
5th.
talking about him.
Yeah.
Well,
Yo, it's funny.
I just went downhill. Oh, man. Dang it.
everybody run!
wow, wow, wow.
We can't run because we're fat.
we can't run. We
Because we're fat.
we actually have a pretty funny story that we'll put out there when Gavin gets here from that night after the show. A little road trip story, Butt Monkey road trip story.
Love those stories.
So guys, you got Bill Goldberg coming back. Raw's actually going on right now.
It's actually over. It's
Fair.
like 10:30.
What do y'all think?
Still
Is
missed
this-
most of it.
Yeah.
I enjoy it for the fact that it's Goldberg. Do I care to see another Goldberg Lesnar match? I do
Oh, my
not.
God, no.
I do not. But I'm glad to see him back. Like he.
Do you guys remember that WrestleMania 20 match?
Yes.
That had to have been like the worst match either one of them have ever had.
It was terrible. It was a train wreck.
I don't know about that being the worst match ever that Goldberg's had, because that one match between him and DDP that lasted like 5 minutes, that was a pretty bad match.
I like DDP.
I like Diamond Dallas Page too, but if I'm paying for a main event at a pay-per-view, freaking Goldberg and DDP, it better last longer than 6 minutes. That's not even long enough for a piss break.
Well, you always had the finger poke from Kevin Nash and Hogan. I mean, I think that lasted way less than 6 minutes.
Yeah, I don't really know how good of a match that's going to be. I don't even know if it's going to be anything for Goldberg to do past Survivor Series. Here's my thing: is he had an interview on SportsCenter, I believe it was a couple weeks ago, and he said,
Jonathan Coachman did
the
it.
coach,
Coach.
the coach,
I still don't like that guy.
you're racist. Yeah. In the interview,
I'm not racist either.
in the interview, he said that it could take him a while to get ready to get back in the ring. So here we are, about a month away from Survivor Series, and this is gonna be a shit show. I'm telling you, but hey, it's gonna sell tickets, and I mean, we grew up on Goldberg, we might as well watch it. So
Goldberg. Goldberg.
what do y'all think? How successful do y'all think the brand split has been? Let's start off with Raw.
Dude, Raw sucks. Even though we've covered this before.
I think the only reason it sucks is all these squash matches they keep throwing with good people. It's ridiculous.
Do you want to know what I watch Raw for? Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho,
Bailey.
Bailey.
I do watch it for Bailey.
Okay,
He's my best
let me
friend.
restart this. Kevin Owens, Jericho, the women's besides Dana Brooke, and then New Day. That's really about it. And then the cruiserweights. I mean,
I do enjoy the New Day.
It's pretty much the whole show, Tim.
No, it's not.
You watch Raw for the whole show.
You still got the squash. You still got the squash match between Nia Jax or whatever the crap she's doing now.
Dude, they can send her back. I have no intention of
Braun
watching.
Strowman asking for more competition.
Oh man, he fought 3 this time.
You throw 3 skinny people.
3 jobbers.
3. Oh yeah, he
3 jobbers.
Of course.
5 jobbers. 5 jobbers.
But
5
Sami Zayn came out and picked a fight with him, so we'll see how that plays out.
Ooh, that could be good.
I did get to watch a little bit of Raw tonight.
Well, so far I think Raw's been doo-doo. Hopefully Goldberg can get some ratings. It's still going to be doo-doo. SmackDown, though, has been brilliant. It's been excellent. I've enjoyed
Dude,
it.
I love SmackDown, man. They've done a better job than Raw. Only because I think, like, we're wrestling fans at heart. We want to see in-ring action. And that's what SmackDown delivers.
I think it's the fact that the guys they have like really have passion for it, and they're not looking for that payday. I mean, the match I seen at No Mercy with The Miz and Dolph Ziggler was possibly the best match I've ever seen The Miz in. It was amazing.
And I don't like The Miz.
Okay, we're gonna break it down. These two think The Miz suck.
I
I'm a
just say
Miz fan.
sucks. I don't like him.
No. On previous podcasts, we could go back and I will find a part where you said The Miz sucks.
He's
He's
got the
terrible
finger
in
out,
the
man.
ring.
I'd watch out. He's got that finger pointing at the table, making a point.
It looks like one of them jumbo hot dogs you get at the...
Leave my sausage leg fingers out of this, okay? What I'm saying is, finally The Miz is getting credit that he deserves. I mean, we already know the guy can work as a heel. I mean, he can carry his own in the ring against Dolph Ziggler, who just got inducted to, Kansas's Hall of Fame?
Kansas State.
Kansas State Hall of
Kansas
Fame
State,
for
not
wrestling.
Kansas State. Kent State. God damn it, man.
Whatever the fuck it is.
The Wildcats.
K-State. K-State. Kent State. What's Kent State?
Better than OU.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Oh, you beat Kansas State.
I'm
Yeah.
not either fan of either.
Get your facts straight.
Oh, my gosh. I'm a Gator
I said,
fan.
I'm not a big fan of The Miz. I do respect what he does, and he does his job very well.
He has kept up, over the years without injury, so that's impressive.
So,
That is true, man.
we'll see what happens. There's actually, I don't know where they're going with this whole AJ Styles. I guess Cena's going to come back for Survivor Series and taking more time off.
I heard I read an article about possibly turning Cena heel.
They've been trying to do that for years.
I mean,
They
at
had
this
the chance
point,
at
why not?
WrestleMania. He should have hit.
Yeah.
He should have hit The Rock with that chair. I swear.
Yeah. I mean, he has.
We were all cheering for it. I was there. I know
Yes.
we were.
So when Shawn Michaels came out, you just lose your shit.
Well, when his music started playing, when it came out first, it was Mick Foley, and I was just like, "Oh damn!" And then when it was just a Heartbreak Kid, I mean, I was singing along to everything. I am a sexy boy. And then like Stone Cold's music hit, I started bawling. I'm yelling like JR, Stone Cold, Stone Cold,
Stone Cold! Stone Cold!
It was great. But I actually heard from Stone Cold like he threw out his shoulder hitting Rusev.
Yeah.
So like he half-assed did a stunner, but Rusev played it really well. But that's because Xavier Woods actually said that in NXT they used to practice how good they could take bumps, and the stunner was one of the ones that they hit. So he had a lot of practice hitting that stunner.
I got hit with a stunner from Ryan Davidson in training one time.
Yeah.
And, dude, we wrestled. It started out as we started the match, and then we actually ended up going 35 minutes. This fat kid was tired. He hit me with the stunner, and that was it. That's all she wrote. And then I just remember when he pinned me, like he fell on top of me, and like all my breath went away.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to roll out of the ring because I couldn't breathe. And I was like,
Ryan's actually down at ROW now, Booker T's promotion, and he's one of the hottest prospects
in the USA.
in the US. Yes.
Yeah.
That was those were Stevie Ray's words.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's nice.
So,
Shout out to my boy Ryan.
We're actually we're hitting Houston up in February.
Plan on going next February, man.
Go down there and
You're coming with us, right?
Well, we'll
Well,
see
we're
what's
gonna
going
kidnap
on.
you,
I mean,
so
I just
it's
found
just
out
gonna
about it
happen.
right here, right now. So,
Welcome to Bump Monkey Mafia.
You heard it here first, folks.
I have a funny Stone Cold Stunner story, by the way. So I was a violent kid growing up. I once lost 2.5 months of recess because I gave a kid
chips.
I eat paint chips, by the way. I'm addicted to paint chips. If you didn't know, if you've never listened to our podcast, I gave a kid
That's
a
what's
Stone
in
Cold.
that bag.
I gave a kid a Stone Cold Stunner on the playground because he tried to push me down the slide, and I wasn't gonna have that. So I gave him a Stone Cold Stunner. Lost like 1.5 to 2 months of recess time. I was very sad.
Well, I mean, it's the slide. I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
Right? I mean,
King of the Hill. So what's your favorite match you've seen live?
Oh man, that is hard to say. I mean, I seen that Hell in a Cell match with Shane and Taker.
oh, I forgot about that. Like,
That was super impressive. I mean, I don't know what it was like, TV wise, seeing it, but I mean, being there live,
It was impressive on TV.
watching Shane climb up to the top of there and fall. I mean,
Well, how close were you? Like, where were your seats?
I wasn't up in the nosebleeds, but I wasn't really down on the floor.
You guys were
either.
more
I
like
mean,
club level, weren't you?
Yeah, I was right at club level. That's exactly where I was.
I just want to know, man, as a fan, when you saw him climb that cage or the cell, did the arena go quiet? Like, did they go dead quiet?
Oh no, like when he fell, yes.
Like, oh my God.
But like when he was going up, I mean, the crowd was erupting. Like, oh my gosh, what's about to happen? It's Shane McMahon. He's could do anything, and he got to the top, and everybody's yelling, "Jump, jump, jump, jump!" And he dropped that elbow and hit that table, and that was just a big gasp. It was, over 100,000 people, and then they cheered.
I
It's just
read
erupted.
a couple days prior to WrestleMania that they were either working on that stunt or something, because they had said that they were working on a big spot in that match. So I don't know. I'm not saying that it didn't happen or it did happen, but I'm wondering if maybe they tried that a couple times before it actually fucking happened.
You never know.
Well, a lot of people don't believe me, but if you go back and watch that match and you carefully look at it, when he hits that table, it deflates. It doesn't exactly fall apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that. I mean, if
what
you
about when Mankind did it?
Yeah, that thing
Well,
fell
that shit
apart.
was-
He almost died.
I mean, here's the thing.
And then he got back up there.
Here's the thing with Mankind. It was like train wreck. Oh my God! And then he gets back up there, and then train wreck again. With Shane McMahon, it's like this guy's crazy enough to jump off, but as that little kid inside me wants to see him jump off this thing, so he jumps off. Like, I kind of know going into it that he had to do something since it was his first time back in. Since they had the stipulation you have to beat the Undertaker, something was going to happen. And the first thought when I heard Hell in a Cell was, someone's going off the top of the
Going
cell.
off the top.
Speaking of Hell in a Cell, it's coming up here in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
And they've got 3 Hell in a Cell matches and the first ever women's Hell in a Cell match.
God.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know if I like it.
I don't
But
either, man.
Charlotte and Sasha has always put on good matches, so we can see what they can do inside that
They
cage.
need to main event Hell in a Cell with that match. You have to.
Well, what I've seen, they're either going to start it off or finish
Yeah.
Okay.
They need to finish it.
They need to finish it to kind of counteract what SmackDown did.
Now here's the other deal. Will we see blood in that match?
it. Well, you do see girls bleed, but it's usually by accident.
Yeah.
And with the new PG era,
But here's my deal too. I don't think, in my opinion, they haven't built this feud up to end in a Hell in a Cell yet. I don't quite think it's there.
Sasha got hurt, and I think the prior plans to that was to end it. I think you end it in Hell in a Cell. You have to. You have Survivor
I
Series
understand
coming
that,
up.
but I
but-
don't feel like they're at that point yet.
I agree with Frank on this one. Because I don't think it's going to end because you threw Bayley in there for that triple threat match. So that's not done. This may be the end of just the solo between Charlotte and Sasha for a little bit. But I think that when it comes to Survivor Series, the next big pay-per-view for Raw, that's going to be another triple threat match with Bayley.
I do like how they're not throwing them newcomers in right away and giving them a title.
Yeah.
I think we touched on that.
What do y'all think about Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins?
I love Seth Rollins. I believe he is a great performer. Like some of the matches I've seen with him were amazing. Last week's match with Jericho was great. I mean,
I think he's probably the top worker.
Great people.
Or one of the top workers.
Here's my thing, and I would expect Kevin Owens to retain his title. I don't think he's ready to drop it just yet. Once he finishes with Seth Rollins, who does he feud with? Because
Jericho?
I agree. I mean, I don't know.
I believe KO is a placeholder until Finn comes back.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, with Finn, you're looking at what, December? Or not December, January, February?
Sometime around then.
Yeah.
I might ask him. I get to see him this Saturday.
Oh,
Yeah, he will be at Comic-Con in Tulsa.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
That is
And
where
him and Bailey are both going to be up.
Becky Lynch, the last kicker.
Is
Both
there
of
something
them
going
will
on
be
with
there.
them? I'm curious about that.
I don't know.
Because,
How much is that Comic-Con?
I got the 3-day pass. It was, I think, around $80 for the 3-day pass. I know Groupon has sales for the Friday and Sunday pass.
When are they going
right
to
now.
be there? That's when I want to do.
Becky's going to be there Friday. Finn's going to be there Saturday.
Oh, man. I'd love to get a picture with Becky.
I definitely plan on going to their Q&A panels and talking to them. Last year I got to meet The Undertaker, and that was just...
Did you cry?
I didn't cry, but I got very frightened because when he shook my hand, his hand literally wrapped around mine. And I was just like, thank you for being here.
It's still real to me, damn it!
That's right.
There's one thing I wanted to touch on. Back to WrestleMania, guys. Sorry to backtrack. You were talking about how on the TV side of things, it was louder. This is what happened, and this was actually noted. I've actually read several articles on this. When Roman Reigns came out, the boos were so bad that they live edited the audio feed.
Oh, yeah. Those
at
boos
WrestleMania.
were crazy. Like, you literally, as him and Triple H were going at it, Triple H punch, yay! Roman Reigns punch, boo! Like, it was just back and forth, yay, boo! And then when he won, it was just everybody's like, get him out of the ring! Like, nobody liked that at all.
I was just curious because, like I said, you could hear the live audio switch.
Yeah. They did it on Raw like the following night.
They had to because I'm not the guy. Or I'm not the bad
Because
guy.
I remember
I'm not the
watching
bad
Raw,
guy, the good guy,
and
I'm
it's
the guy.
There's like cheering coming through my TV, but it doesn't match what the
What's
crowd is
going on?
doing. I'm like, what is going
It
on?
was like that applause now side.
Clap now for everybody.
I think that's the main reason why they didn't give him the title back. Like, just, hey, nobody really likes you. Maybe a U.S. title will be better your suit. And I like that. The feud that they have with Rusev right now, it's great.
The match they had at the last pay-per-view I thought was really good.
It was really good.
It had me invested by the end of the match. I was like...
I'm looking forward to their Hell in a Cell match. But
it's gonna be good.
Roman Reigns with the U.S. title, you got to put that title back around Rusev. I just don't like Roman Reigns with the U.S. title.
I don't either.
I don't like Roman Reigns in the WWE as it is right now.
Well, you got to tweak him a little bit.
I'm sorry, repackage the dude. Do something.
I think he should be a bad guy. Everybody already doesn't really like him. So, I mean, I think him turning heel would be awesome.
Speaking of this issue, what do you think about AJ playing the heel and getting the loudest pops and people are still cheering the dude?
Go back to the 90s when they turned Hogan heel. Everybody still loved him. When they turned The Rock heel, everybody still loved him. They turned Stone Cold heel. Everybody still loves him.
Yeah, I mean, in this day and age, you just can't really turn anyone heel. And I remember a quote
Well,
from
the crowd's going to dictate it.
Well, I remember Vince McMahon had a quote one time, and it was, in this company, we don't want to have good guys or bad guys. We just want to have guys. And that's a quote, obviously, he's never put in his company because it's not all face bills. But, I mean, it's a legit quote. And, for a while there was talk about how they didn't want face or heels. You can't turn people heel anymore. You just can't do it and be successful at it because people are still going to love them.
What do you think about the Uso turn?
I love the Uso turn. Going back to WrestleMania, they had a match with the Dudleys. And the Usos put the Dudley through the table. And the crowd booed. Like, they did not enjoy that at all. They were like, no, the Dudleys are supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that.
One job. Vince McMahon, one job. And you book it like this.
The Dudleys get the table, not the Usos.
Here's my thing. If you're going to turn him heel, bring Tamina back. They brought Tamina and the Usos up together, if you remember.
Put Nia Jax with him. if you're gonna do a heel stable, put Nia at least, do
She's
something
not
like that.
China.
Yeah, but I mean, it fits.
I like Nia Jax. I do like her. I mean, she's a big girl and like she does good in the ring. I like it.
I don't like
This is my problem with Nia Jax. How do you not pick somebody up like Bailey's size for a Samoan drop without almost breaking her neck when she's half your size?
A lot of practice.
Yeah, a shit ton of practice.
A lot of practice.
I know. I'm just saying
They brought her up way too early. I still feel like.
I agree.
That's
They had the draft, and she was one of the ones they picked.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
They didn't put. Speaking of, they didn't put Dana Brooks back.
No, what they need to do is release her.
I'd rather have Eva Marie, and that's sad.
All right.
Oh, come on,
I want to ask you guys. Mickey James. We saw Miss Mickey James
September 9th.
September 9th. And so we found out the other day she will be in the NXT Women's Championship match against Asuka at the next NXT TakeOver.
Nice.
Mostly because Trish Stratus got pregnant. No offense,
Again?
Mickey. Yeah, Trish was originally the plan. Mickey
Why?
I was a huge Trish Stratus fan back in the day, like Super Crush.
It would have popped Canada because it's in Canada.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, I forgot about that.
But Mickey, from what I've heard, this is going to be a one-time match, and then Mickey's got a job at the Performance Center now. She's going to be one of the head trainers for the females.
That's
So
nice.
what you're basically saying is you're spoiling the event and saying Mickey's not going to win.
Do you honestly think Mickey James is going to be the NXT Women's Champion?
still-
No,
real to us,
definitely
damn
not. Not against Asuka. She's amazing.
Yeah.
Watch
Dude,
her.
Asuka, I love
Oh my
watching
gosh.
Asuka, dude.
Is there any woman in NXT that can hang with Asuka right now?
I don't think there's a woman, period,
They've got
in the WWE that can hang with Asuka.
You don't think
What do
so?
you think of Ember Moon?
I haven't really seen a lot of her,
No.
but I don't know.
They've been pushing Billie Kay and Liv Morgan and some other
They
shit.
didn't bring Blue Pants back, damn it.
Everybody loves Blue Pants.
It's the dumbest gimmick in the world. Like, I think they gave her a name, and then the crowd started chanting Blue Pants. And like, we're changing your name right now. We're redoing your gimmick. You are now Blue Pants. Don't wear red pants. Don't wear green pants. Blue
Hey,
pants.
guess
Go.
what? She's making a buck ton of money doing independent shows.
That's true.
I'm more power to Blue Pants.
Well, I know you guys haven't watched Raw yet, but Seth Rollins had a chant going for Jericho called Glitter Crotch earlier tonight, and it was very fun. They had another match tonight, and the whole crowd is chanting Glitter Crotch, and it was awesome.
Stupid idiot.
Stupid idiot.
What do you think of the
So-
list? Like his
I love
list.
the list. They released the list on like his
Yeah.
Facebook, and it was hilarious.
That's a problem. Can you try again?
Oh, shut up. So, like, side stories.
Dang,
Stupid phone,
Frankie
dude.
V.
This phone goes off in the middle of clinic while I'm at work. Like, random times. Like, the other day is like, it said something. I was like, I hate you so much. And it goes, I still love you, Frank. Or I'm still there for you. And I'm like, oh, God damn it. I hate this phone.
I do have a funny story
Don't treat
about
it so bad. He loves you.
I do have a funny story about this.
They called a coworker a thunder cunt the other day.
Watching your back. You gotta love this
Like,
phone.
she's like, thunder cunt? I can't find it. And I was like, well, I didn't even touch it. Like, it just goes off at random times.
So, I've graduated in June. That's how I met Frank. I've shadowed him at work, and his phone would go off at the most inappropriate times. And I can't remember what it said. All I know it was a very vulgar word. And the doctor walks by, and his phone says it, and looks at me like I said it. And I was like, dude, I don't know what that was.
Dude, it played the freaking Thundercats theme song one time. I didn't know. I was in the room with the patient, so I come out of the
Why
room.
do you hate that phone? Like, everything you say makes me want your phone.
I walk out of the room, and the doctor's like, Thundercats. And I'm like, what is going on right now?
You have a really cool phone, man. I'm just saying.
Speaking of NXT, man, what do you think? Do you see Samoa Joe getting called up? Not soon. I mean, just any time period.
My deal with that, I do see him getting called up, but my deal with that is I think that NXT needs some of those guys to stay down there.
Yeah.
Just to keep that hype going. I mean, everybody loves watching Samoa Joe. He's a great heel, down there, and
Oh, yeah.
the matches that he's had lately between, just about everybody. The matches he had with Finn Balor, like those were great matches. The matches he's had with Shinsuke Nakamura, those are great matches. Like it's just insane.
Sadly, though, I don't see Nakamura getting called up.
You know what?
Ain't no telling.
I feel Nakamura like I'm feeling with Dean Ambrose right now. Dean Ambrose has gotten really stale to me. I don't know what it is. Like when he was first champion and on SmackDown, I was like, yeah, he made it. And then he just kind of fizzled out.
Fizzled out, man.
Like I feel like
they put the belt on AJ, and man, AJ carries the belt so much better than
Ambrose would do a lot better on Raw, but he's just dry. I mean, that title reign was not that good. I still believe they put the title around him at the wrong time, but man, maybe he's the next Ziggler. I don't know.
Well, I'll throw it out. I have never liked Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
Not even when he was with the Shield. He held that U.S. title for, I don't know, God knows how long, and he defended it twice. What was with that? Like,
let's touch on. I know you've been to Mid-South shows for a while now. Now, what's your take? What do you enjoy? What do you hate?
I love their gimmick matches because it seems like every gimmick match, like they just go all out because they're having a good time. Like it just seems like everybody's just there to have fun and just see what they can do to make people gasp, and it's great.
Dude, I thought the Last Man Standing with Bud Barnes and Buster Cherry was...
Oh, that was great. I was right there.
Amazing.
I mean, there was blood on the floor. Like, I was holding my niece and nephew like, don't look.
Avert your eyes.
I would, Mid-South's just popping right now, man. It really is. I mean, Oklahoma Independent Wrestling's popping. After BCW, you draw 700 people. Probably going to draw a pretty decent crowd. And stuff's just going well. And then we found out the other day that WWE's going to be here December 3rd.
Yep. House show.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
That
live
was
event.
great.
It's a house show. I don't know if it's Raw, SmackDown, a little
It
bit
didn't
of both.
say. It just said a holiday tour.
I seen a video the other day of a house show that they did, and it had KO.
And
Kevin
Seth
Owens.
Rollins.
Yes.
I saw
They
that
did
same
the,
video. I loved it.
What is it? The People's Elbow. And
Kevin
then,
Owens did.
and then Seth Rollins came back with the big leg drop.
The Hogan leg drop.
Yes, he got hyped up with the slaps and the punches, and then he hit the big boot and the leg drop, and I was like, this is great. I love these guys.
Awesomeness, man.
Awesomeness. I always
Care
like
for Hogan, but
Yeah.
So that's a question I got for you guys. Do you watch New Japan at all?
Not really. I'm not a lot of it. I've seen tad bit.
I've noticed a lot of people doing other people's moves as shoutouts. One thing, like he said, I was actually going to bring that video up, was though Kevin Owens doing the people's elbow and everything, and then Seth Rollins doing the leg drop. I saw a match where Kenny Omega did the Styles Clash. He did Prince Devitt's finisher when he was in Japan, and he did like two other moves. Oh, he did the Golden Star Bomb or whatever it was from finalist in CWC. His name just not T.J. Perkins, but the other guy.
Grand Metalik.
Not Metalik. Sorry,
T.J. Perkins.
not Perkins.
There's like 30 some odd of those guys. It's hard to remember.
The guy
all
from
of them.
Japan.
There
Ibushi.
was
Ibushi. Sorry, Ibushi. He did all three of their finishers in one match, and I love seeing that. I don't expect it.
Did he not go for a pin in any of them? Like, what's
No,
going on there? Those are great finishes.
Yes.
He hit every single one and then pinned the dude. Like, I felt bad for the guy in the middle of the ring. Like, God. It was just kind of like an homage.
Beat up
to
John
them.
Cena.
But
speaking of that, did you see the video floating around where the style clash almost ended badly for Mr. Ellsworth there?
I did not see that
Did
video.
not see that.
well, you're supposed to.
Ellsworth gets a title match. I'm so hype about that.
I want him to win it so bad.
Yes.
I followed that dude on Twitter, man, and all week he's been posting inspiring messages. It's like, all you gotta do is believe and all this other stuff.
What?
This is awesome.
What Frank's talking about with the Styles Clash, and Frank, I'm gonna ask you a question. When you were training, what were you told about tucking your chin?
Dude, that's your first. Any wrestler, man, their first instinct is going to be to tuck your chin.
I'm not even a wrestler and I know that. Come on.
But this is not the move to tuck your chin on, man.
So, Ellsworth proceeds to tuck his chin in the Styles Clash.
Oh no!
And it was after after Styles jumps. So he tucked his chin after Styles jumps. Styles looks down and realizes it, and pulls mid move and drops to his knees.
No, he don't drop to his knees. He puts his legs down.
Oh, I thought he like
the video's in slow motion, so you're like, that's impressive. But then you think about it, like, that's not real time. Real time, mid-air, look down, see it, put your feet down.
That's just
he like saved the guy's life.
That's the experience that guy brings. He is the phenomenal one. Like,
he's the best.
To be able to take care of who you're in the ring with, that's the main focus there.
I mean, I felt bad for the guy who was like, oh.
Hey, I was going to touch on this real fast before we end this. Lucha Underground is going to be start doing live events now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They were at New York City Comic Con last week, and Sam Roberts hosted that, and they said that Lucha will be doing stuff. So I would expect them in Oklahoma City, especially with kind of background and how close to Mexico we are. So
you're talking about all the Hispanics we have here.
You racist?
I love the Lucha Underground, the way they do their stuff, and they're just all out.
Lucha Underground, whoever. We have the perfect place for you. It's called Plaza Mayor. It fits perfectly.
We'll see what happens.
We have
festivals. We do not have enough room.
Fiesta.
Well, they had a Fiesta deal, and
we can hold it outside in the parking lot. That would be great.
That's where it was. Man. There was so many.
There were probably like 5,000.
That is awesome.
There were 5,000 Mexicans and 2 white guys.
Was it you guys?
Yes. So.
Or even the Bricktown Event Center. That's always been a...
Hey, yeah, Bricktown Event Center. They also have the Criterium now, I think, which I don't know if you can fit a wrestling deal in that. But, well, guys, it's been fun, but we gotta wrap things up.
Yes, folks, man. As always, catch us on Facebook. You can catch us on Twitter at Bump Monkey Mafia. We're on YouTube, folks. Check us out there. That's where we load the podcasts to. And folks, we love you. We thank you for the support.
Brent, welcome aboard, man. Looking forward to having you on.
I enjoyed it. I do enjoy it.
But, all right. Hey, by the way, I forgot what the frick I was going to say.
No.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, that's true.
Nobody cares.
He already gets it. Nobody likes you. We don't care. I like you already.
Because Tim likes men. That's why.
Tim's PG.
Is there a reason he's sat next to me?
The reason I'm sitting next to you is because I'm fat, and I sit next to everybody when I sit in a room. Okay.
We are cuddled up in here pretty nice.
All right, yeah, that's all I got. We got to get Tim out of my house for the night. Butt Monkey out.